We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Well, that's some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And they're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's shot. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, you start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Warren. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Right back to the well. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Floating away. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
I love the vision on the quarterback by this defense. Dude, you know that ball's going to come out pretty quick. Down here on the goal-to-go situation, they break on the football, and they make sure they swat it down so the offensive guy can't make a play.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they're aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The Jayhawks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the 4th quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the 4th quarter.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Firing to the right, complete. Coming out, attack. Deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the 1st down.
This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. And the Jayhawks are rolling down the field. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. Finding open areas. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And it's up and no good.
That keeps the score. Kansas 6, Arkansas 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Send that offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up. He's going for it all. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
To the air, it's Gardner. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Got him downfield. Breaks into the open. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The whole point of running the quarterback on these design runs is to get an extra blocker. You should be getting more movement up front, but that time, guys were getting knocked backwards, and as a result, they actually lost it.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Grabs it at the 25-inch stride. Touchdown, Arkansas. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let let him do the rest.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And this wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. So they come to the line, and the wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. He'll toss it. Oh, he's got some space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Gardner. Makes the catch, it's Warren. At the 45, on his way. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
From the gun. Makes his way into the end zone, and now they're within 5. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Jayhawks want to crank the tempo. Rides to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got his man. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Sets up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. finds it back in the middle. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Pressure coming. Fights off the defender. He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Never a doubt. That'll make the lead 8. They're up 16-8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for the big return there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 28. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Pass to 45. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking downfield, it's Gardner. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Razorbacks are in the hurry up. On 4th down, going to the air. That's caught. It's Mitchell. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the 1st down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
A little screen to the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arkansas. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Now, when you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
He is stopped short, and this defense holds on to this slim 2-point lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now adjusting. Look out, he's got room. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Defense in press coverage. Goes to the option. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Things look great with that field position a few plays ago, but now it's 3rd and 6. To the air, it's Gardner. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Razorbacks will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Snap to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's shot. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Looking for a man. It's Gardner. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed behind the line. It's Warren. And they're able to make the tackle.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over Florida State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quick completion on the out. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Nice move there. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quick completion to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Dances away. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Razorbacks. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and then make him forget that.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on.
He tries to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab on the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
it.